Pro Tools can work with lots of hardware options, from your host computer's audio card to a live soundboard to the kind of giant rig you'd find in a professional studio. So, up in the Setup menu is Hardware, and this shows what's attached to your system at the moment. So, I'm running an M-Box. This is kind of a cool new thing. There's a multi button on the front of the M-Box, and this allocation lets me choose what that multi button does if I press it a certain way. Press and release, press and hold. What is the hold? What's defined as a hold? So that's where you would choose the hardware that you're going to use for this session. So let's say OK. We'll skip over Playback Engine for the moment. I think that's really a software option, not a hardware option. And look at disk allocation. On any given track, you can assign where you want to put the audio for that track. So you could technically have different tracks assigned to different hard drives and different folders in those hard drives. Most of the time, you're not going to want to get too esoteric with this. You're going to want to keep your audio all in one place, but you can change it, and that's how you do it. Now, I'm on my system drive. As we learned earlier, recording to your system drive is allowed but not recommended, which I think is their way of saying, well, go ahead and try it, but don't blame us if it doesn't work. You're going to want to use an approved drive. Pro Tools has approved audio interfaces and peripherals. There used to be brands of hard drives listed here, things that you couldn't use. It's a lot easier now to find things that work with Pro Tools 12. In their knowledge base is what you need for your particular system to get it to work properly with Pro Tools. Pro Tools just released 12.1. So if I go to my account manager, I've already logged in, and it's already gone through the process of saying what is current and what I need to update. It would like me to update the application manager, and it would like me to update Pro Tools from 12.000456 to 12.1 that just got released. I would be crazy to update Pro Tools in the middle of a title. Part of the reason I'm not going to do that is I see what's new. There's something to the plugins, and they've added this new heat function. Neither one of those is really necessary for me to complete this title, so I'm not going to do the update. This is a lot easier than it used to be. In the old days, you were really concerned about whether it was going to work with your operating system. But these days, with this application manager, if it needs a new driver, it will download it. They've improved this whole process of keeping you current. I'm usually a pretty immediate adopter, but I would probably resist the temptation to update in the middle of a project. There is one exception. Once in a while, you'll see a critical update here. And if there is a critical update, that's probably one you want to do right away.